Hello students, this is the fifth video of environmental issues and topic of today is eutrophication. So let's start. Now let us understand what is eutrophication with an example. Now suppose this is a lake or a water body and nutrients are added up by in this lake by the industries. So nutrient load up, the nutrient excessive nutrient from the industries are flushed into the river or the lake. So nutrient are added up in this lake. Now, due to these nutrients, what will happen that there would be excessive growth of algae and other aquatic plant in this lake. Now, due to these pollutants or nutrients, it will cause aquatic plant growth in this lake. So, due to the excessive nutrient, there would be excessive growth of aquatic plant in this lake. So, in first step, nutrients are added in the lake. Due to these nutrients, it will cause excessive growth of algae and other aquatic plant in this lake. Now, due to excessive growth of algae, which is called algal bloom, the algae will form the top layer on the lake. See, this is the algae which forms top layer on the lake, and this will prevent sunlight from reaching the lake. Now this will prevent the sunlight from reaching the lake. Due to excessive growth of algae, they will form a top layer of the lake which will prevent sunlight from reaching the lake. Now since sunlight now cannot reach the lake, so plants will die and the oxygen content of the lake will get depleted. Because now sunlight cannot reach the lake, plant will die and oxygen content of water in the lake gets depleted, because plant supplies oxygen to the water by the process called photosynthesis. Now these dead plants will be acted upon by decomposers, and while doing this, while decomposing these dead plant, the decomposers will further consume the oxygen in this lake. So the content of oxygen would further decrease. Now fourth point, decomposition will further deplete the oxygen, because dead plants are broken down by decomposers using even more oxygen in water. So while doing the process of decomposition, the decomposer will further deplete the oxygen in the lake. Now as a result, what will happen? All aquatic life forms will die. All aquatic life forms will die, and because the oxygen level of the lake will get depleted. Now this entire process by which the oxygen content of the lake get depleted due to addition of nutrients in the lake is called eutrophication. So excessive richness of nutrient in the lake, which cause dense growth of plant life, causing depletion of dissolved oxygen, is called eutrophication. Or we can say that natural aging of lake by nutrient enrichment of its water is called eutrophication. So excessive nutrient enrichment of the lake, which cause excessive growth of the plant and depletion of oxygen, is called eutrophication. Now let us understand eutrophication by a flowchart. Imagine fertilizers and sewage are added in the water body. So due to this, mineral content of this water body would increase, means the nutrient content of this water body increases. Now due to increase in nutrient content of this water body, what will happen? There would be excessive growth of algae in this water body, which is called as algal bloom. Now this algae will occupy the top position on the water body. And what will happen? Due to this algae occupying top position on the water body, it will cause blockage of sunlight. So algae cause blockage of sunlight. And what will happen? Because of blockage of sunlight, there would be death of the aquatic plants. Now death of the plants due to shortage of sunlight. Now the consumers will cannot consume this algae fast enough, so it will lead to death of algae also, death of aquatic plant due to shortage of sunlight, and death of algae because consumer cannot consume this algae fast enough. Now the both these dead plants as well as dead algae will constitute the detritus. Now this detritus would be acted upon by decomposers. Now when the decomposers act on this detritus, they will further consume the oxygen in the water body. Now, this will lead to low oxygen in the water body. Now, due to this low oxygen, fishes and other aquatic organisms will die, and this entire process is called as eutrophication. So now let us look at events of eutrophication. So in a young lake, water is cold and clear. Now the industries will drain nutrient like nitrogen and phosphorus into that lake. Now due to this, there would be nutrient enrichment of the water of the lake, and plant and animal life, they will begin to grow. Now, because of the nutrient enrichment of the water, algal bloom will be there, and it will occupy the top position in the water body. Now, this will block the sunlight from reaching the lake, and there would be death of aquatic plants and animals. Now, that dead remains of aquatic plants and animals would be deposited at the bottom of the lake. Now, over centuries, this organic remain will be deposited in the water body, and it will pile up in the water body. As a result, the water body will grow shallower and warmer. So the lake will grow shallower and warmer. And eventually, what will happen? Marshy plants will take root and fill the original lake basin. The whole lake basin would be filled up by marshy plants, and the lake would be converted into the land. So, by the entire events of eutrophication, the lake would be converted into a land. So, one must remember that eutrophication is a natural process, but it can be accelerated due to man by pouring the sewage or pouring the nutrients from the industries into the lake. So, what will happen? This will accelerate the process of eutrophication. This is called accelerated eutrophication. So, man induced nutrient enrichment of lake leading to accelerated aging process of the lake is called as accelerated eutrophication. So if you have gained something from this video, please subscribe now to my channel Ramji Chopra. Thank you.